Black Seas from Warlord Games. I saw some test shots of these recently. They are looking nice. So this is a 1/700 scale ship-to-ship battle game set during the Age of Sail. Ben?
So yeah, this is a new set that is now for pre-order this week. It starts off with the Master and Commander set, which will give you everything you need to play. So you've got the rulebook in there, you've got all the accessories and all the cards and all the widgets and terrain that you need. There's a board that allows you to play out sort of like a fight in the sea. And you also have enough ships to field both a British and a French naval force as well. So I think you've got a bunch of frigates in there and then some brigs too. And they can be sort of split between the two different nations in order for you to make up the different forces that you need. As well as that, they've also got, as you might imagine, with anything that comes from Warlord Games in the pre-order phase, they've got a limited edition version of the rulebook, which comes like a sort of faux leather looking thing, which looks very, very cool. And it comes with a special 28mm miniature as well, which is called, I think it's called the Seawolf, I think its name is, which is sort of a character you could use in your game's Black Powder if you wanted to. And as well as that, they've also got a whole bunch of stuff on there when it comes to pre-orders looking towards what's coming next as well. So as well as the Master and Commander set that starts things off, there's also going to be some starter fleets for both the British and the French. And there's also going to be some iconic ships as well. So for the British, you've got the HMS Victory, which is a very cool one that you may know from the Battle of Trafalgar. And then you've also got for the French, L'Orient, which is from the Battle of the Nile, which I read from some guy on the internet spectacularly blew up within the battle, which is one of its claims to fame when all the munitions blew up on the ship. So yeah, very, very cool stuff.
Fantastic.
I'm a little bit disappointed that the Seawolf isn't based on Russell Crowe in the film Master and Commander.
Yeah.
Because they already do a Unleash Hell Russell Crowe from Gladiator.
Yeah.
This could have been a 2 for 2 from Warlord.
Could have been, yeah. It's interesting. I've often wanted to get into the Age of Sail stuff. Trafalgar is a fascinating battle for me. I just it's something that I've only recently started to swat up on. I've moved on from Waterloo and have started to try and get more in depth into Trafalgar just to try and understand
dipping your toes into naval gaming.
Well, it's simply a case of.
I'm not right.
Nelson.
Yes.
I was running through about 50 different names there, including Wellington, Napoleon. No, it was neither of them. It was Nelson. Yes. It was the tactic for someone to end up on a column in the middle of London, right? 100-foot column in the middle of London, surrounded by 4 lions, one of which I have ridden.
Nice.
I remember that night vaguely.
That's why they can't go back to the zoo.
But to be on a 100-foot column surrounded by 4 giant lions, man, you need to have done some shit in your life. So, and it just to have that level of accolade bestowed upon you.
You even made it to Dublin.
Huh?
There was Nelson's column in Dublin up until the 70s.
Oh, that was the one that was blown up, was it?
Yeah, so it wasn't just that they only put him in the capital in England.
Yeah.
He made it to other capitals in the empire.
Look what we've done.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're amazing.
So, but you like... I can't think of anybody else that ended up on a 100-foot column in the middle of Trafalgar Square.
Anywhere.
So it's so it got me interested, and then I watched it. Well, do you know what? We'll talk more about it in the future, maybe in conjunction with the Black Sea stuff. But it is a fascinating period, and as battles go, it was utterly decisive, quite like the Spanish Armada battle. At that level of decisiveness, there was it was that battle. Was, I believe, what basically opened up the British Empire. It built off the back of that, the fact that Britannia ruled the seas from that point on.
See, I'm just always amazed at the skill it would have taken back then to actually just man a warship. You have no propellers, no powered engines. You are just catching the wind and trying to get yourself into position to fight.
I think you get to use sails to do it, though.
That's what I said.
Yeah, you don't have to use your hands to catch that wind, Justin. You know,
you have to flap on the sides.
we had a look at this in the playtest phase at Salute this year. And it looked like a fascinating game that scaled. It's not just a reskin of Cruel Seas, because obviously they've rescaled it as well.
Yeah.
And then had to introduce the sail to that. So it looks like a fascinating, it should be fairly easy to pick up, because sometimes naval games, because the Age of Sail is so complicated, you're not using motorized propulsion. So getting it to work in a realistic manner without bogging it down in so much detail, that's the trick. And they seem to do quite well with the playtest version. So that was 3-4 months ago. So I'd be interested to see where they've gone from there.
I was going to say, one of the interesting things as well that was brought up in one of the comments is that it seems like there's a plethora of options for you now if you like this kind of era and this kind of game. So I think it was Turbocuda who said that you've got obviously this Black Seas now coming from Warlord. You've also got Oak and Iron, which was done by Firelord.
That's right.
Which is coming out.
Yeah.
And there's also Sails of Glory, which is like the one that everyone knows by Ares as well.
Yeah.
So so you've got lots of different options when it comes to this now. It's good.